Sri Pada or Adam's Peak is an ancient pilgrimage site, which has long attracted thousands of pilgrims from all faiths. This conical mountain is 7,360 feet, 2,250 meters, high, soaring clear above the surrounding mountain ranges. The mountain is located in the southern reaches of the Central Highlands in the Ratnapura district and Nuwara Eliya district of the Sabaragamuwa province and Central province, lying about 40 kilometers northeast of the city of Ratnapura and 32 kilometers southwest of the city of Hatton. The surrounding region is largely forested hills, with no mountain of comparable size nearby. Elephants, leopards, and many other species, including many indigenous species, may be found in the area along the mountain, which is a wildlife reserve. 2011 saw the designation of the Peak Wilderness Sanctuary, which includes the Sri Pada, Horton Plains National Park, and Knuckles Range in Sri Lanka's Central Highlands, as a World Heritage Site. The term Sri Pada, which loosely translates to the sacred foot and is used by the Sinhalese in a religious context, is derived from Sanskrit. It alludes to the footprint-shaped imprint at the top, which Buddhists consider to be the footprint of the Buddha. According to Christian and Islamic beliefs, Adam's Peak got its name because of the imprint he left behind when he stepped foot on the planet for the first time after being expelled from paradise. The Muslim belief holds that Adam was 30 feet tall, and the traditions of Adam are linked to the notion that Sri Lanka was the original Eden. According to Hindu belief, the mountain is known as Shiva Padam, Shiva's foot, in Tamil because it bears the deity Shiva's footprint. Additionally, it is said that the peak is the famous Mount Trikuta, which served as Ravana's capital and the base from which he governed Lanka throughout the Ramayana. Samanalakanda is another name for the mountain in Sinhala, and it either alludes to the deity Saman, who is believed to reside there and guard it. There is a shrine to him close to the footprint, or it alludes to the butterflies, Samanale, which are known to frequent the mountain during their yearly migrations to the area. A little plateau that is the mountain's peak has been measured to be 74 feet long and 24 feet wide. Broad stairs go up to a walled enclosure at the peak's summit, or a tower-like structure is built atop a rock. The actual footprint atop Adam's Peak is thought to be embedded under the surface in precious stones. According to legend, the Buddha's feet have flat soles and evenly spaced toes. There are 108 auspicious markings, Mangala Lekana, on each sole, with the wheel, chakra, serving as the primary mark in the center, surrounded by grouped animal figures, people from many realms, and other types of symbols. 6 trails can be used to reach Adam's Peak: Hatton Alathani, Ratnapura Palabadala, Karuwad Irathna, Muriwat, Mukawat, and Malamboda. The Hatton Alathani and Ratnapura Palabadala are the most well-known routes because of the picturesque views and picture-perfect scenery they pass through. After arriving at the last node, Nalanthani, Palabadala, or Irathna, the challenging trek through the jungle on foot starts. Even though the Hatton path has a significantly higher climb than the others, the majority of pilgrims choose it since it may cut the distance traveled by more than 5 kilometers. The majority of the trail leading up to the top is made up of hundreds of steps made of cement or unpolished stones. Electric lighting on the paths makes nighttime climb easy and safe, even when children are present. Along the routes, snacks and supplies are available at rest areas and roadside stores. After a short ascent, the Samachatiya, or World Peace Pagoda, can be seen on the ascent. The renowned Japanese Buddhist monk Nichi Fuji constructed this stupa, which stands out strikingly against the breathtaking backdrop of Adam's Peak during the day. The season for pilgrims to Sri Pada typically begins on the full moon in December and concludes on the full moon in April, with the number of visitors rising toward the conclusion of the period. Other times of the year, the peak is difficult to climb because of extremely intense rain, strong winds, and dense mist. The majority of people ascend the mountain at night to watch the sun rise over the ocean. As it nearly leaps over the eastern horizon, it casts a perfect triangle-shaped shadow over the mountain's western backdrop. The shadow gradually moves towards the mountain's base as the sun continues to rise, eventually disappearing entirely when the sun sets, capping off a beautiful natural display. One of the few sites where followers of the world's 4 major religions may worship is Sri Pada. Every day, devotees of all religions ascend the peak to seek blessings, while hikers take thrilling ascents through the several summit access paths. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel. Stay tuned for more videos.